along with all the targets trying to go after.
My controller died, and when I went to plug it in, the stream ended.
Made a terrific play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That might be the first time I agree with that statement.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Alright, whatever. I can make it work. Don't stop molesting my mic.
Breeze to Ingram on the draw.
Ooh, wait, I don't know if I got it first time. Yeah, I got it. So many fucking cords. I have this white cord charging my fucking phone, this black cord and charging the controller, the cord for my mic, like all like up on my lap. So yeah, I don't have a lot of moving room, and this desk like right here goes backwards.
Not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time. And they're taking that too.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Breeze to throw.
Oh,
a scary incompletion, almost.
Why do I throw it? Like, how do I not see? That's not fucking. I want to yell, but I can't. I don't know.
Just did not catch the
That might have something to do with it being 2:30. Like, goddamn, my mom just got home.
He'd be playing offense.
Oh.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some
y'all don't know that 12 number down there is on the age
if he's able
13.
to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went
No,
to
Brandon
a
Cooks my
secondary
primary target
for a really nice
every day.
And incomplete here on
Fuck.
3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Better.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
I don't plug my channel everyone.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Don't know why I'm talking about this now.
Now Breeze.
Because I'm just
that man again. It's
running out of things to talk about.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks.
A fast fuck boy. Fast fuck boy. Sorry for molesting you.
Most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case,
I think that would be most embarrassing. That I would probably delete my channel over if my crush saw my fucking YouTube channel. I'd probably never be able to look at anybody who'll seem very good. I mean, one my ex found out about my channel, and she watches some of my videos, and all of them.
And that bumps their lead up even further. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, "Why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it." Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article was saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Wait a minute. I shouldn't be able to play right now.
Taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
I'm usually not supposed to be playing right now. Because I only control my offense. Yeah, right here. Look at this. I'm controlling my defense. I'm not supposed to be doing this. wasn't part of my terms. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. What the fuck is... I think Super Sim is what I'm looking for. This isn't what the fuck I signed up for, bitch. This is what I signed up for. This is what I signed up for.
Pretty big deficit,
How about
we'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though.
Okay, Super Sim. Okay. Change of positioning. Yes, entry. Fuck you. Oh wait, shit, wrong person.
Comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they present and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
I'm tripling.
Because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now.
Y'all are like sitting down, playing video games, having a good time, and then you guys are lonely over, and then you say, wow, I'm lonely, and then you're not having fun anymore.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Throw it to Thomas.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze.
Oh shit. Fuck.
He dropped it.
You should have caught that dumb bitch.
Second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly
I'm about to put everybody on a 99 overall and just like make them all fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, we'll credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try
I feel like I'm not going to win the Super Bowl.
But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Kind of cold.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
What are you doing? Take your finger out of your asshole, Big Dick Daddy.
Just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
What?
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion.
Did this just say
when they were in the
tennis?
juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. This will be caught at the 2.
Yo, get that touchdown, boy.
Into the end zone, touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Saints are pouring it on. And let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
You know me, we don't go for that. We don't do it for the field goal. We go for the 2-pointer, bitch.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for two late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Of course, my question. We shouldn't talk about this. I'm just sad right now. Wait, what the fuck? We don't do. For the love of God, we don't play defense. What the hell's wrong? This game's like lagging, bro. Stop lagging, stop lagging. Sit down, sit down, sit down. I don't play defense, okay? That's for me a Super Tim. Okay, Super Tim. Okay, let me call it a Super Tim.
Back now here live in New Orleans.
Okay, cool. Let's call him a Super Tim. Change of possession. The options. Okay, play all offense.
After a good punt, this offense will
fix my
start
settings.
field position inside the 10.
I'm on a fucking
Out onto
sweet
the field
tea.
comes New Orleans, and they will simply
That's kinda a good
looking
thing.
to duplicate what they
Fucking
did last
ASMR
time when they
y'all's
were able to push
asses.
it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Oh damn, I
He's
guess I'm
at the
fast as
40,
fuck, boy.
the 20, 10, touchdown.
You already know about the airplane on the masses.
C.J. Spiller, 94 yards. And the Saints just
Damn,
continue
boy.
to roll.
They bitch ass just got expired. Expired like rotten milk.
So to speak.
Bye.
Formation, take the snap, take the knee, call it a
Look at
night,
that, look at that ass getting all fucking
I agree with you,
shoot
Tony.
down.
Not that there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the truck.
1 second. Just.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Ingram again. And a short gain here down to the 22. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there and leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 3rd down and 1.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. Can't find anyone open. This will be caught at about the 3. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted, because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent.
Brees is looking to throw. Incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Ingram. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know...
Following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Thanks to fucking EA Sports.
And partner...
57 to 2.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advanced Week to get to your next game. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. An offensive and defensive game plan has been each week you can focus. Once you have made your game plan and focus player. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Saints going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of...
And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the ball carrier there, Mark Ingram, in his 6th season now with the Saints.
Yet to have a 1,000-yard season, but any guy who wins the Heisman Trophy, you know the potential's always there.
Yeah, but you're right, yet to get to 1,000. Had 769 last year in 12 games. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Fresh set of downs here. play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in...
We drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage?
And that's caught inside the 30. And they got 29 yards there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touch.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
Brandon Cooks, 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference, offense.
Flag comes in here for pass interference, but not on the defense, Charles. This is on the offense.
Occasionally, these officials will look out and watch and see that.
No, hold on. What the fuck? Oh, what the? No, hold on. Prior to 2000, a penalty for defensive pass interference also include the automatic first down, while the penalty for the offensive pass interference included a loss of down in the NFL and CFL. Penalty for an offset is 10 yards on previous vote. How do you interfere with your own fucking pass? Like, did you fucking teleport from your
player can make a mistake.
Fucking teleport machine. Let me put that away. Like,
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. He's going to go up top again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit him.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
where'd you come from, Pat?
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. To throw, it's Breeze. And Cooks has it over the middle. Brandon Cooks past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right?
And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the pitch comes to Ingram. Uses the stiff arm. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On first down, Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Giants have to try to avoid becoming frustrated in the second half, as this is 2 straight weeks of shaky football. The Saints are trying to stay on the attack and are not allowing the momentum to shift away from them. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Saints take it at the 16. The catch will be made in double coverage, and this play goes for a score. They're now on top by 4. 1st and 10. The long ball will find its mark here, and it's caught for the score, pushing the lead to 10. Now 1st and 10. Pass coverage will break down here, and he's going to go 80 yards for the score. Saints push their lead to 11. 1st and 10. Breeze is going to complete the pass, and it leads to a touchdown. Saints push their lead to 11. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to MetLife Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's C.J. Spiller. Oh, little 360. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it.
The play clock's running down. So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. He's going to get the football. There goes Mark Ingram. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time. Brees hooking up with Cooks. 42 yards.
Remember how much we enjoyed watching him last week?
It's the same thing this week. Look at those numbers.
I'd hate to be a defender right now, because no matter what they're throwing at him in terms of coverages, he's finding ways to defeat it. And even when he's covered, he's not covered. What is he doing? What's that term they use? He's uncoverable and making big catches. Really fun to watch.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Brees throwing on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Keenan Robinson able to put an end to that play, and it's so... Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Brees now. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with an unbelievable 5th touchdown of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge, or...
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Brees going to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing now is Brees. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brees now on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to launch this thing. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that touchdown catch, Charles, it breaks the single-game record for receiving touchdowns.
And what a perfect match. A quarterback who loves to throw it and a receiver who knows how to go out and get them. A brand-new record established today, and all these fans who are on that side are going to go home happy.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Brees looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And another good game here as the numbers show. We had a rare meeting with the entire offensive line this week. they were pretty ecstatic. Well, they should be ecstatic again.
And we had that meeting with them because of how they played last week. I thought it was your idea. It was brilliant to say, let's bring the big guys
You're so
in.
kind.
Well, it was true. Let's talk to the guys. How did they pull that off? Because they were so productive. No real problems in getting to the offensive backfield. They were getting downfield, getting the second, third level, creating extra blocks. We're seeing that again this week. They are really locked in. So credit to them, but also a big credit to the offensive line coach because he's got to feel great about what he's prepared.
Absolutely. Now Breeze will hand to his fullback. This is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here out of the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. For that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.